Good morning, guys. So I am actually really excited for this foundation review today, more so than my past few, because number one, this is a drugstore foundation. Number two, there has been so much hype on this foundation that I have been waiting on them to launch this foundation since they first told us that they were releasing this with all the shades, and that is the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation. It is a full coverage foundation, and you can wear this for up to 24 hours, and it has a matte finish. So long wearing, full coverage, and it's a matte formula. Everything that I want with having oily skin. So we're gonna get straight into the information that I give you guys before I apply the foundation. So this formula is lightweight, waterproof. It has 45 flattering tones. That's what it says on the website. I assume they mean 45 shades. When they say that, it doesn't transfer, and it works to control the shine and mattify your complexion all day long. Another thing that's amazing is that this foundation is non-comedogenic, so that means that it should not break you out. And it is mostly for people that have oily skin or have normal skin, so this is for normal, combination, oily, and sensitive skin types as well. This was actually another collaboration, which is pretty awesome, with Alyssa Ashley here on YouTube and on Instagram, on all social medias. So that is awesome. Congratulations to her. I got the shade Nutmeg, and this foundation was actually, even though it was drugstore, it's on the more pricey side, I would say. Like NYX used to be a little bit cheaper, and I think they're raising their prices because I'm noticing things are a little more expensive when they launch stuff. So this was $14, like $14 and change, so basically $15, which is pretty expensive for a drugstore brand, especially since you can find this in Target and Ulta, and when you find it in Ulta, it is in the drugstore section, so you assume it's drugstore with drugstore pricing. So you do get one full fluid ounce of this foundation, so you get the typical size, so that's a good thing. So they say you apply this foundation with a brush, sponge, or your fingers. I'm going to apply it with a brush. I'm going to use my Sigma F80 brush to apply this on my skin. The packaging reminds me a lot of the Super Stay foundation from Maybelline. Has that same kind of clear cap, and then the packaging is square, like rectangle, like the Maybelline foundation, and it does have a pump on it. It doesn't appear that you can lock the pump, it just kind of moves around, so when you travel that might be something to keep in mind. Today I'm going to apply it to the back of my hand and then transfer it onto my face. So for my reviews, I don't prime. I just go in with the foundation just so I can see how it wears, just like with setting powder. So I applied 3 on the back of my hand, and I probably should have applied it on my face because I'm thinking 3 would work. But because I applied it on my hand first, it kind of soaks up some of the products, I would say. So I just added 2 more pumps. I really like the way that it's blending so far. It looks pretty nice. It's going on smooth. It's easy to move around the face. And I would say it is a really good match for me. So I like the way it blended, and I'm looking up close. It doesn't look cakey at all. It is clinging to my mustache though, my slight mustache. It is clinging, but it is looking good. Just getting up a little closer so you can see the foundation. You can barely even see that I'm wearing foundation. It has a really nice finish. Like, it isn't super dewy, which it didn't say it was going to be. It does say it has a matte finish, but sometimes even when foundation say that, it don't be matte. But this actually looks like a true matte, but like a comfortable matte. So that's what it's looking like so far. So now I'm moving into concealer and setting powder so you guys can see what I use, and yeah. So I finished the rest of my makeup, and it is 9:37 a.m. So the foundation is looking really good. Like, it dried pretty matte, like really matte, to where like when I was finishing my makeup, it felt like tight around my mouth area. So that's something, if you have dry skin, you may not want to try this, even though they say it's not for dry skin, but like, I'm pretty sure it's not for dry skin now because I was feeling a little tight there. My smile lines are not creased at all. You can see, like, when I relax from far away, they look really good, as well as my forehead is not creasing. I'm gonna do check-ins throughout the day as well as a flashback test, so keep on watching to see how it wears. I actually applied the foundation maybe an hour ago, so like I said, it was 9:37, so I'm pretty sure I applied it around 8:30. So I'm going to go based on that time and just wear it throughout the day. So 8:30 is the start time. So yeah, just keep on watching to see everything else in the video. Hey guys, it is 12:50, so I would say it's been about 4.5 hours and I'm not oily yet. My smile lines are creasing. I wouldn't say that I've been talking a whole lot. I kind of been laughing more so than talking. I've been watching funny videos on YouTube. So yeah, I haven't been talking much, but my smile lines are starting to look a bit creased. Other than that, everything is still looking good. I'm not oily at all, which is really nice. So I'll see you guys in my next check-in. So this is the best lighting. You can kind of see I am starting to get oily, like on my forehead and nose area. So I'm about to work out and it's probably gonna get more shinier than this. It's really looking more shiny on camera than it is like in person. But yeah, so this is the starting point. So I just finished my workout and it is 4:20 p.m. So I've had this foundation on for about 8 hours. And for a workout and everything, like, does this not still look good? I'm having to, because the light is up there. It still looks good. And I was sweating on my face and everything. I mean, my nose is sweaty, but it's still looking pretty good. So when I get back to the house, I'm going to tell you guys my final thoughts and we'll do flashback test. So yeah, just keep on watching. Hey, so I am oily / shiny and I've had this foundation on for like 9 hours and some change. It's 6:15 now. Also, sorry for the sun that's coming through the window this way on my background. So with me wearing it all day as well as working out, I still think this foundation wore pretty good. It's not separating anywhere. I'm just getting shiny in places that I do get oily and the places that I did sweat. So on my forehead, on my nose, and next to my nose. And I also want to point out that I only recorded the part when I was on the treadmill, but I also did like weights and stuff, so I was sweating a lot more, not just from the treadmill. That's something to keep in mind as well. I did do a pretty hard workout and the foundation didn't really start getting oily until maybe an hour before I even started working out. So I would say this foundation wears pretty nice for a 7-hour, 8-hour shift, especially if you were to pair this with a primer. I see this wearing way longer than 8 hours, 10, 12, 13, 15 hours if you wear this with a primer because of how well it wore throughout the day. I feel like my creasing is minimal, like it's creased, but it's not something that's super noticeable. As you guys see in my other foundation reviews, some of them can get quite noticeable, and this one is pretty decent. So when I relax my face, you can see that my smile lines are just a little bit creased. My forehead is creased a little bit, but it's nothing too bad. As far as the flashback, I kind of want you guys to be the judge of it. I think that it borderline does have flashback. In the same sense, I'm like, but it's passable. Like, you can get away with it, but it does have flashback. Really, all the situations, there was slight flashback, so you can be the judge of that. And you can definitely be even more of the judge if you decide to pick up this foundation. You can test it out, of course, before you wear it on your nights out. Final thoughts. I will wear this foundation again, most definitely. The only thing that will keep me from wearing this foundation from this point on is if it starts to break me out. But that is something that I don't notice until maybe a few times after wearing it. So far, my face has not itched all day. That's my telltale. Is that how you say it? That's a telltale. Is that? I think that's what people say. It's a telltale when, that just sounds weird. I don't know. It's a sign, let me just say that. It's a sign to me that the foundation is going to break me out, or when I wash my face, I'm gonna have new breakouts like on my forehead or chin area, is when I have to tap my face to scratch it throughout the day. That's how I know. And I didn't have to do that today, but anything can change. So far it's not irritating my skin, which it says it is for sensitive skin types. Let me know if you decide to try out this foundation down in the comments, and let me know if you've already tried it, how you like it, or what you like, what you don't like. I wanna know. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel as well as check out my previous video. I showed you guys how I re-moisturize my wash and go to be able to wear it for longer periods of time than just 3 or 4 days. So check that out if you want to see that. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I promise I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.